This is Jim Hogan, and you're watching SanClementeTimes.com.
Rob LC, we're here with this week's San Clemente Times board shorts. This week, I had the opportunity to catch up with Jim Hogan as he was in town for the holidays promoting his We Love the 80s San Clemente High School reunion this August 6th through 15th down at Playa Hermosa in Costa Rica.
My name is Jim Hogan. I'm from San Clemente, but I live and reside in Costa Rica, Playa Hermosa. I moved to Costa Rica 6 years ago, brought my family down there, and opened up a surf camp, and I've been taking people around, showing them the best waves and showing them the beautiful country of Costa Rica. Well, if I told you, you really wouldn't believe me, but the first 2.5 years I lived there, I think I got at least one tube every day before I got out of the water. So, and pretty much almost daily no matter what, I'll find a tube. A poster right over here over my left-hand shoulder. It's called SCHS/Costa Rica Reunion, Playa Hermosa. The dates are August 6th through the 15th, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm picking everyone up at the airport, housing them on the beach with air conditioning, color TV, a couple double beds in the room, and I'm going to be showing them around to the national park, zip lining, crocodile tours, horseback tours, fishing trips that are normally like $1,200 a day. I've got it for $600 a day, so that's just passed on to whoever wants to go fishing. So, well, basically, it's a family affair. Playa Hermosa is a little bit more powerful, but if it's in the 3 to 5 foot range, a lot of people can handle it. And if it's too big for people, we have a beach around the corner, which I pretty much compare to Doheny-like. Which a lot of people, we have fun. So I kind of gear to whatever kind of surfers we have. We have some powerful waves, and I take the better surfers there. Depending on the level is where I take everybody. So I'll push them over their limit, but I won't take them out of their comfort zone. Yes, I was on both the high school wrestling and surfing team, varsity, and I won the Triton of the Year, which they only give to one person. So I was San Clemente Triton of the Year in 1982. San Clemente is a special place. We have so many surfers that reside here, starting from the 60s and even maybe before. Phil Edwards, first guy to ever surf pipeline. Corky Carroll, Herbie Fletcher, legendary. Back in the day, San Clemente High School, pretty much, when you went to San Clemente High School, if you wanted to be on the surf team, we didn't want to lose. So it was all about winning the state championship, and if you didn't, and you were in the class that didn't win, well, when you went to Trussell's, you weren't getting any waves. Back of the pack.
Excellent, hold on.
They always used to say Huntington Beach is surf city, and San Clemente would always disagree. The real surf city was San Clemente. Santa Cruz always gave us a bad time, and San Clemente definitely respects Santa Cruz, and I definitely think it's a battle between Santa Cruz and San Clemente, and it's a good rivalry because they're both SC. And right now we have Nate Yeomans doing really well, and they have a Nat Young. We have a good equal matchup between the two towns. Those guys are great guys in Santa Cruz. I love them all. I won the contest. It was a WSA event, and so I got to go up to Santa Cruz in 1978 to go compete in an invitational. and to my surprise, that's where I met Tom Curran. And Tom Curran and I came first and second in that event. It was first announced that I won, and then there's a discrepancy, and I got second after it was announced that I won. So instantly, Tom Curran and I became rivals. And for the next 4 years, we were friends, but we were definitely rivals, and we pushed each other. And then all of a sudden, he just became this freak. And you know, at that time, he ended up just blowing doors on everyone and he was the main guy, best guy in the world. He was smoother, and he just always seemed to put himself in the right position, and 5 seconds left in the heat and he'd pull a 10 out, and he needed a 9.8. And he did it multiple times. Well, there's only one spot that's my favorite spot. I've been serving it since I was 13, and it's right here in front of everybody, and it only breaks on a northwest swell, and I can't tell you the real name, but I've always called it New Year's Point. It breaks 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after January. That's all I'm going to say. I wasn't interested in really wrestling. I was interested in wrestling to stay in shape for surfing. That was the hardest training I could do, and I was pretty much dedicated to be in the best shape, since I knew if I was going to ride big waves, I was going to get my butt kicked. So I wanted to prepare myself. Just before we came here, I had up to 30 animals, cats and dogs, and we save them if they're, you know, some are just starving to death, have mange, maybe hit by a car, you know, just all different kinds of situations. And we nurse them, we spay them, neuter them, fix them, groom them until they're really healthy, and then we find homes for them and replace them. At the moment, I was able to get rid of quite a few of those, and last count, just before I came here, was 13 animals at my house. Me, you could go to jhsurfcamp@yahoo.com or jimhogansurfcamp.com. This is Jim Hogan, and you're watching Board Shorts at SanClementeTimes.com. What keeps me stoked? Right now, waking up to 82-degree water and at least minimum 2 to 4 foot surf every day, and watching my son hit the lip and pulling in the barrel, that's what keeps me stoked now. All right, we'd like to see everybody down at the San Clemente High School Costa Rica reunion, August 6th to 15th. And this is Jim Hogan with SanClementeTimes.com. Pura Vida, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Emmy Merrill.
Hi, I'm Maddie Swain.
I'm Connor Fulton Smith.
And I'm the Bag Monster. Rah!
And you're watching SanClementeTimes.com. Hi, we're here at Pete's Coffee and Tea. Today is National Day Without a Bag Day, and we are promoting the reduction of one-time use plastics. We're here from San Clemente High School Surf Rider Foundation Club. Today is National Day Without a Bag Day. We are promoting reducing our ecological footprint by giving out canvas totes rather than using these lovely plastic ones, because those kill sea life and just fill our landfills every single day. And so what we're doing here is giving these out so that people use them over and over rather than one time. So when people come here and sign up for a Surf Rider membership, we also have Beach in a Bag. That's this tote bag right here, a Surf Rider membership, and other informative flyers that we give them as they're now part of the Surf Rider Foundation. This is a plastic bag monster. She represents what we're doing to the environment, just how many bags are being put into the ocean and put into the earth.
My homeland is in your ocean. So, well, there's 4 currents, and they all lead to like one big island in the Pacific Ocean, and it's where all the trash comes from all the countries that border the Pacific. So it just made a ginormous island that it's just packed, and there's plastics that you can't see that have degraded down to the size of plankton, and they outnumber plankton now. So this is a big problem.
Hi, I'm Lulu Erkeneth, and I'm from Dana Hills High School, the Surf Rider Foundation Club this year, and I'm the Bag Monster. We're going inside Ralph's, and we're going to try to get people to be aware of their single-use plastics.
Excuse me? Do you want a cloth tote bag for checkout so you stop using plastic?
Sure.
Here you go.
Thank you.
We're trying to get people to eliminate single-use plastics, such as bags and bottles.
Good. That's awesome.
Would you like to take one of these bags so at checkout you won't have to take a plastic one?
I actually have 4 in my basket.
Oh, would you like an extra one just in case?
Sure, I'll take it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
We're ready to rise above plastic, and you're watching SanClementeTimes.com.
Hey guys, would you like a free canvas tote bag?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what we're doing here is a day without a bag, and we are promoting the reduction of one-time use plastics such as water bottles and grocery bags. So we're giving out these instead so that hopefully you'll take them shopping and use that instead of plastics that just fill our landfill. So if you sign here, we'll give you a bag. Inside the bag is a Surf Rider Foundation membership form that you guys can fill out at home or here, and you will become a member of Surf Rider Foundation and continue to support events such as this.
We just signed a pledge against one-time use plastic, and you're watching SanClementeTimes.com.
We just got them to sign the pledge against one-time use plastic, so hopefully they'll take their new bags to the grocery store or to the mall and say no to plastic. Okay. Would you like to take a cloth bag so that at checkout you don't have to use a plastic one?
Sure.
Okay. Today is National Day Without a Bag Day. We are trying to reduce the use of single-use plastics such as water bottles and plastic grocery bags, because those go straight into our ocean, and here's our plastic bag monster to represent the drastic effect. So
nice.
We hope you take that to the grocery store with you or to the mall.
I will. Thanks.
Would you like a cloth bag so that that doesn't end up in a landfill and hurt our plastic bag monster? And you can bring it again and again and again rather than one time.
That's true, but I actually use these to pick up my dog's doo-doo.
Do you want this for the mall or something like that?
Oh, sure,
completely
yeah,
free.
of course.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you promote the use of canvas bags, then you'll never have to see me again.
It's not really. I mean, cotton is cotton. I mean, there's no other thing. I mean, you don't want to use synthetics, which is what you're trying to stay away from. Stuff that doesn't break down. You want to use canvas bags as much as possible, or paper. But then paper breaks down too. It's got to use recycled paper. Recycled toilet paper would be a good thing to use.
So here we are back in Ralph's to give the Ralph's employee his t-shirt. Hopefully he's now on our side with this all. we got him a nice Rise Above Plastic shirt that kind of just says our message. He was basically saying that the U.S. has nothing to do with it, that it's all from third world countries, and we don't believe that because we are all one nation, we're one Earth, so we feel like even if we're 1 or 2 or 3 people, that we can make just as big of an impact as anyone else.
Excellent, excellent.
We brought you your shirt.
You did?
We did.
Yes.
Best
That'll
we
work.
have.
That's cool. You know what? I gave my bag to a customer, so
Aww.
next time you guys come around through, bring me another bag. Shoot, I said, you know, they dispose them usually in these type of bags, whether it's a diaper bikini or a store or a grocery store bag. They end up putting diapers in it that they give to their children to toss in the trash, which is a double negative because you got plastic from the diaper and plastic from the bag as well.
Yeah, I agree. So I think it was a success. We had a guy who didn't really agree with us at first, and he now seems to agree. We got him his shirt. He's supporting the message of reduce plastic, and I think, I don't know, we affected a lot of people. Hi, we're members of the San Clemente High School Surfrider Foundation Club, and you're watching SanClementeTimes.com.
This is Paul Carter. You're watching SanClementeTimes.com. Hi, my name is Paul Carter of San Clemente Surfboards and Art. Come in and check out my custom-shaped surfboards and artwork. I shape everything from 70s, 80s, 90s up until the present day. Or you can check me out on seaboards.com or SanClementeSurfboards.com.
Hey Paul, what do you got going here, man? What is this?
This is out of a recycled 9-foot broken board, and I made about a 7.0, kind of a 70 style board, and I'm just in the first phase of painting on the foam right now.
Sick. How'd you acquire the board? Where did this board come from?
This is out of a good friend and a customer, and he broke the board, and we've had it for a couple years, so he stripped it, gave it to me. I reshaped it into a 70s pintail. So I'm doing an acrylic tropical scene on it now.
Walk me through the scene.
It's, you know, the tropical islands, green with a blazing flame sun, a couple of islands in between, and it's just a beautiful peak. And it's going to be all highlighted, and it'll have palm trees all the way around it.
Tell me what inspires you for a painting like this, of this nature?
Everything that inspires me is just going surfing, traveling, you know, seeing some photos here and there, and just life. Everything inspires me. Anything with bright colors just vibrant colors.
Talk about shapes of boards.
Well, this particular shape is a 70s style board. Again, this was out of a recycled broken board, so I only had so much to work with, and so I wanted to do a 70s style board just because there's so much soul in those styles of boards, and you can only ride them one way, and that's smooth. So, but I specialize in everything. I do the twin fins, I do the four fins, I do the high performance longboards. I surf and ride everything, so it's a real hands-on, and it's all hand-shaped surfboards. Well, it's all acrylic landscapes, it's tropical, it's all water-based paint, so it's all surf art. I'd say it's all surf art, it's all surf related because it's my life. I love to surf. So anything tropical, I love to paint it.
Okay, tell me a little bit about the keyhole I see in the back there.
This was inspired from a house I grew up in that was built in 1927, and we had keyholes just like this. And when I started painting in 2001, I painted this thing a few years ago, and just inspires me as you're looking like a little kid looking through a door. You see a dream, so you just got to unlock the door and get there. Well, this one, Search for the Key, is, I believe, happiness comes from the inside out. So until you unlock your doors and let go of all that negative conditioning, then everything opens up. Well, it's a small group that actually shapes and paints their own boards, and I take a lot of pride in hand shaping all my boards. I've only used the machine one time during the summer, and I won't go back. There's nothing like a hand-shaped surfboards. The machines have their places, but I personally prefer hand-shaped surfboards. It's part of sculpting. It's part of meditation, if you will, being in the room and just hand shaping and creating a board. It's pretty unique. Shaping to me is you go in the room, close the door, put on your headphones, and you just get in the rhythm. It's a lot like surfing, shaping is, because you have to flow through each one, and every step is connected to the next one, just like surfing. Every motion has an end and a beginning. So. I started shaping in '93 under the guidance of Steve Bainey and Dana Point there at Infinity Surfboards, and he taught me the shaping by numbers method, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty unique. Well, his form of shaping is of course you got to measure everything out and everything down to the thickness. I did that for about 15 months, and then I went on my own and literally relearned and watched guys like Midget Smith, Terry Martin, Timmy Patterson, Brian Bulkley. There's a lot of guys that I just watched, and everything was just free form. Other than measuring the outline and the length, everything was free form. No more shaping by numbers, just going for it. As straight as you can. This store was started in '97. I took it over in 2000, had it for about 4 years, and then I got into the whole art realm in 2001 and moved to Del Mar Street here in San Clemente for 6 months and got totally engulfed in the art realm and started doing all the art shows, did that for 4 years, and then 5 years later, the same building where I started was open. So I came back here and reopened the store. It'll be 2 years in March. Besides custom surfboards, I do custom artwork for your home or business. What I got here is, this is a piece of pine. It's pre-cut. You can get these at Lowe's or most of the hardware stores. And it's all acrylic. My intention was to make a porthole on a boat, and I painted the sides gold and kind of copperish, and just the full tropical scene looking through a porthole of a beautiful sunset and beautiful waves. Another trip on the ocean. This is a limited edition print. After I paint all of my paintings, I take a digital photograph and then I get them reproduced on a print. This is a 10 by 14. They come in different sizes. And I also have greeting cards. This is one of San Onofre of the wind vane. This is painted from a photograph, and everything I do is freehand. I don't trace anything. This is an original pen and ink, archival ink. This is called Hourglass. It's called Time to Enjoy Today. And it's just a depiction of sand going through and forming the full tropical scene. It's all black ink drawings, so they're all one of a kind. These are going to be used for future prints and future t-shirt designs. Come check me out at the south end of San Clemente, 2208 South El Camino Real, or my website seaboards.com or sanclementesurfboards.com.